In this video, I'm going to show you how to give quotes, how to make deals forcing quotes, and how to search by price. Giving a quote is pretty easy. You just log in, and once you're logged in, you go to Quote Machine. So here you are in the Get Quote screen. So you have a customer, they saw your ad on Craigslist, sent you an email. They said they want to be there from February, let's say February 12th to February 19th. Instead of drilling into each area, you can click on Select All Markets, and it shows every property there is. So I'm just going to pick one. February 12th to February 18th. You're going to put in an email address of the customer. And you recalculate and record. So you're going to send them this. Copy and paste this into the email. And along with this, before this, you're going to send them a message. The message is going to say, "Hi, here's the quote you asked for. The first link is a link to images of the property. The second link is a link to the booking form. Click this to reserve your property now." Now, they emailed you with a request for a quote. They may not be able to afford this price. So also in the text that you send them, you're also going to say, "I don't know your budget, but if you let me know what your budget is, I can show you all the options that are available." So if you send them this quote for $6,668.03, they may write you back and say, "Look, all I have is $4,000. Well, in that case, you take the difference between $4,000 and $466,803, which is $668.03. You split that in half and add it to the $4,000 that he offered. In other words, you meet him in the middle. So what would that middle be? Let's just come up with a round number, $4,375. So I'm now going to force a quote to be $4,375. And I'm going to show you how I do that by clicking here, Allow Custom Rate, and then clicking This is Total Rate, and I'm going to put $4,375. I'm going to make the tax 0, because if I add 13% tax, it's going to be more than what the meeting in halfway is going to be. Recalculate, record. And if I go down there and I see now the total rate is now $4,375, I'm going to copy this, paste it into an email, and say, "This is what I can do. I met you halfway in the middle of our difference. Look at the price of the new quote. Thank you for booking with us." Now, that's if the guy gives you an offer that is close to your original price. But if your original price is, say, as it was before, $4,600, and the guy says, "I only have $3,000, that's a big difference. You're not going to be able to split that difference, so you have to find him a property that works for him. So that's not a problem. We just go unclick that, and we do search for alternative by price range. Click that. He said $3,000, for example. So I'm going to put $3,000 to $3,500. Refresh. These are all the options that are available in that price. In this case, you need to pick out one that works for him. Let's say, for example, 86th Street. Drop it down here. Here it is. And then recalculate and record. Always make sure you press recalculate and record. And the total is $3,141 for that property. So this is called search by price. Copy that, paste it to them. So remember, when these people email you requesting for a quote, sometimes they don't know how much the property is going to be. So you have to send that message before the quote. Hi, here's the quote you asked for. I don't know your budget, but if you let me know, I'd be happy to show you all your options. Then you put in the quote. You say the first link is for look to the images, and the second link is the booking form. So when they read that, they see the price on the quote that you gave them. They'll either book it right there by clicking the link to the credit card form, or they'll tell you, the rate you gave me is $4,000. I only have $3,500. If it's close to each other, you can meet the difference. $3,500 to $4,000 is $500. Split that difference, $250. Add it to his original offer of $3,500, so it would be $3,750. Force the quote to be $3,750. Send it to them. If you give them an original quote of $4,000 and they're like, hey, all I have is $2,000, that's a big difference. You're not going to put them in that property. Do a price search for $2,000 and then show them those options that they have. That is how you make a quote, and that is how you make deals, forcing quotes, and that's how you search by price.